Imagine leaving a six-figure income to start your own business, and then the bottom falls out thanks to the pandemic. Do you go back to your old job? Do you weather the storm and try to figure it out? Shelley Williams decided to weather it out. Her studio is called Craft and Light Creative Art Studio, and her pandemic survival idea came from those who were not ready to give up on what they were learning at her studio.
So clients, when they heard that I had to shut down, I had like some last minute customers come in as I was closing the doors, and they said, Shelley, have you ever thought about doing a Facebook event or a Facebook, virtual workshop? Or I said, no, I don't even know how to access that. And it just got me thinking. So I took some time off, about maybe a week or two, and I looked into it, just kind of got my nerves together. And I called them and said, I'm ready to do it. And so that's how it happened. I just ended up going that route and actually learned Zoom. I did through Zoom that time. And Zoom just was awesome. I was able to meet with them, still see them, give them the materials that they needed. And it was a great night. And that just happened every week after that.
While Williams was able to maintain the studio, there was a slight dip in income.
People enjoyed coming to the studio. It was a private party event like space. I had instructors that were supporting and, teaching the community, and we were seeing a lot more people that way. So yeah, there was a time where it just took me a while to, rebuild, and that pivot. But I'm thankful that the revenue started coming again. There was a need to stay active and creative and happy through crafts. And so I'm glad I was able to provide it.
But it was hard. Trying to find the perfect place to build a studio on a specific budget took 2 years. But during that time, she saved up more money and eventually found her perfect spot at 5614 East 2nd Street. But then came the tough part, saying goodbye to that six-figure income.
It was a bit of, am I really doing this? But I always tell people I meditated on this scripture. There's a scripture in the Bible that I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it just spoke to me. It says, if you can believe, all things are possible. So I just sat there. So in those meetings, I'd be like thinking about that. If I can believe I can do it, then I can do it. If I can believe it, I'll just go over and over and over again. That's what helped. That's what kept pushing me to go and look, And then once I finally opened, that was another story. I would say I was excited, but I was also like, oh my gosh.